Alright, let's talk about this NBA draft lottery and the craziness behind that. The Dallas Mavericks getting the first overall pick, despite having a 1.8% odds of doing so. They're the fourth largest underdog to win the draft since it began in 1985. And if you don't understand the odds in the draft itself, the team that finishes with the worst record obviously has the best chance to get a number one pick. The second best odds going to the second worst team that season, and so on, including all the teams missing the playoffs. Percentage-wise, the worst three teams in the league have a 14% chance of getting their number one pick, with the percentages dropping off from there. If things had gone in order, the Jazz would have got the number one pick, followed by the Wizards and the Hornets at 2 and 3. But instead, the Mavericks got the first pick. Not saying it's rigged, but it is ridiculous. The Mavericks coming off the Luka trade, taking a lot of heat from that, and then magically getting the first pick. Kind of annoying. Not the first time something like this has happened, though. Even LeBron joked on Pat McAfee how it was convenient for someone like Cleveland to get the first overall pick the year LeBron James was slated to go number one, a guy from Akron, Ohio. A couple of many other examples of things like this happening. But that aside, where do we go from here? Barring any trades, it's clear the Mavericks would take Cooper Flagg at number one. That is the right pick. He is the best player in this year's draft. Cooper Flagg being the player of the year. He's already played with the Team USA roster in the lead up to that Olympic run and did just fine. He led the country in every major stat this year in the tournament for Duke. And it doesn't matter what eventually happens in his career. At this moment, he's the clear number one pick. Not going super deep into some mock draft situation, but at number 2, I do think the Spurs will go with Dylan Harper from Rutgers. Showed an amazing ability to score this season, and if it wasn't for Flagg, he would look like the number one pick. Only issue there, San Antonio already having a guard in De'Aaron Fox that they brought him from Sacramento. Popovich, at president, could choose to trade the pick or go with Harper or anyone else. But either way, the Spurs are in a great position there. And I'll throw in one more, the Sixers at number 3. If nothing else changes, I do think they end up drafting Harper's teammate at Rutgers, Darius Bailey. Bailey's a shot-making guard/forward that could fit well with Embiid once he returns. I know they got guys like Paul George and Maxey already that kind of fit that mold, but I do think Bailey's a good fit in case Philly decides to make moves with that roster going forward. The NBA drafts are June 25th in Brooklyn, and if you're a Jazz, Wizards, or Hornets fan, I'm sorry.